Hello, my name is Xiaowei Rong with student number 411730458 from the Mechatronic Department. And then for the final project of the microprocessor class, I'm going to talk about a range of microprocessors, analyzing or integrating design patterns, and we are going to combine a few different circuits into one circuits that are going to function together. So for the final project, we are going to combine three different circuits. The first one is from the midterm. We have the LED light blinking according to the one with the board right here. So they are blinking at the same speed. And this one is also going to connect to the spinning machine right here. And this one will also spin according to the blinking light. So they are all syncing at the same speed. And then we have a second circuit right here with an Atmel 89S51, and this one is connected to the board and then connected to the RS32 and connected to the computer right here with the program Gemcore that we can control the speed. The last circuit is from the last assignment, and we have a light detector right here that can detect which is there light or no light according, and then it will change the output according to the light situation. So the first thing first, we are going to change the speed. Right now it's going at the slowest rate, which is 99. Let's change the speed so it can go faster to 25. This will the light will blinking faster, and the machine will also spin much faster. Let's change the speed back so it becomes slower. As you can see, it will also become slower right here. So when we change the speed on the Gemcore, the Gem plus Gemcore on the computer, the RS32 connected right here have an input and output right here that I'm going to explain later, and then this one it's connected to the Atmel 89S51, and this one is can change the code so it can go to the board right here, and then the speed will change from the Gemcore will change the speed of the board right here. And from the board, this one is also connected to the circuit right here that are going to also change the light according to the speed of the board, and it will match the speed. It's also change the speed of the spinning machine. Lastly, I'm going to show you that this light can change the output depending if we cover the light detector or not. Right now there is light running, and now we are going to cover it with like this, and it will change the output. And then if we turn it back again, the output will turn back to normal. As you can see right here, when there is a number, it mean darks, and when the FF mean there is light around. And then I have a little light indicator right here, so telling there is a current running through all of the circuit. And then we have a function button for the last button here. The button for, if we press it, it will make a sound. And then if we want to turn off all the circuit, the 0 button is for turning off all of it right there, so all of it will turn off. So right now I'm going to explain a little bit about the code. We have the standard regx52 right here, and then we have the standard header file, and then we have 4 phase number. This representing the number of LED phases, and then we have a variable declarations right here. The R byte 1 to store and receive byte from UART, This one is to store ADC data. The LED tab is for an array to control LEDs. And this timer 0 counter is a counter. And then this index flag is a flag to indicate UART interrupt occurrence. And then we have a main function right here. We have another variable PC date, and then the CNT 0, and then the character IE is going to 0. The IE is to enable interrupts, and this T mode right here is to indicate the timer 0 to mode 1, and then this UART is going to initialize UART. This one line is for starting the timer. This line is to start an ADC conversion, and then we have a while loop right here. Inside is to this line is for sending an ADC data via UART, and then we have a timer 0 reload value calculation right here. This one is to calculate the value for the timer 0, and then inside the if loop right here we have an update LED display that are going to control how much the LED lights will blink in here. And then we have an UART, ESR, meaning the interrupt service routine, ESR right here. And on this section right here is to handles UART interrupts for both receive and transmit. And then we are going to set the integral flags right here when a byte is received. And then we have a timer 0 ESR. This one is to reload the timer. And then we have toggle the button GPB4 for speaker pin if not pressed. And then the last part right here is the external interrupt 0 ESR. This one is to handle ADC data reading and conversion, triggering an external input of 0. So I will explain more on the first part of the circuit, which is the midterm circuit. On top right here, we use 4 LED lights, 2 reds and 2 yellow, and then we have a motor wire right here. This 4 cable is connected and are controlling the direction and speed, which is the A slash and B slash, and then we have 2 red wire right here for the power for the motor, and then we also have use 4 resistor right here for 1k ohm resistor, and then we also use 4 transistor, and then this red cable at the bottom are connected to the microcontroller for controlling the speed of this light and the motor. And then right here we have the second part of the circuit. We have right here that are connected to the RS232. The T1 out right here is connected to the RxD, which is the receive data, and the R1 in is connected to the transmitted data, the XD, and then they are connected to the MAX32 that are going to change the signal of this data that going to the microprocessor, and from the microprocessor right there we can control the speed from the RS32 that are connected to the computer. And then we also use two 330 ohm resistor right here and an indicating LED lights right here. We also use four 10 micro capacitor right here connecting the MAX32 to the microprocessor. And then the last part of the circuit, we have a CDS photoresistor right here that are connected to VCC with positive 5 volt and are connected to the ADC 0804 that are going connected to the microprocessor, but in the final project are also connected to the RS32, so it also can change the output depending on the light sensor right here. If the light sensor have enough light, it will project a higher number on the output, and if it have a low light level, it will project a low number on the computer. That's all for my final presentation. Thank you.